How was Israel? Yeah. Are you speaking?
It's glad to do a presentation on the girl. And it'll be something.
Okay, yeah, one of your other trips too, something.
Yeah,
So what you like there?
I like to let people know. More than truthful.
Okay, I was not.
Just good.
What was the building?
With the jokes and all.
Thanks.
I already get it right.
You read the camel? I read the camel. I thought that was just fun.
I like to go on and just like walk around and go back and know what that is. It's just so fun.
But if we spent more time during something.
Yeah, I remember she said, yeah. Yeah, with like your. So that was fun. I think you see that one.
Yeah.
That's not very fun. That's good.
That's it. That's what you're not.
Yeah, I don't, well, sure.
That's fun. Very cool. Very cool. What you guys think? Okay, so you were there, what, 2 months?
10 days. Yeah, but it doesn't get a lot of
So you can tell me and Jerusalem.
yeah, and then.
Okay.
Which is some.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, like, we give it a trip to like, and sneak in one blood and.
You love to see.
Where's very.
I thought it was really,
But
to me, it felt oily.
it's not bad. And I put, and I won't make it censored, so it's terrible.
And potassium chloride, magnesium chloride.
It's terrible.
Oh, okay.
No, it's so look, it's one that's tired, it's so bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you never do.
Yeah, I like the food a lot.
Yeah.
It was a big old Indian food, like those kind of spices.
Okay.
I would.
Well, you were in the Middle East.
Yeah. So she food, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
come to do things about, I don't know, I like just have to do, the people like Italian, I like these other meals.
Yeah, it's just so much pressure.
Yeah. Like when I was in Europe, I went to hotels, like big street, so like big small room, just everything is different, about everything, different, thumbs up. Because there was so much things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
In the life stays different, I don't like the things. Too fresh.
Oh,
Like, no, not like too fresh, I'll just like food. And I slide down, like, it can't be on, so no, or not. I have to look at.
yeah, I remember, breakfast. On your like a huge buffets of the size of this room, so good, fresh vegetables and
Yeah, those. There's probably like the tables are, and then all your two.
Yeah.
Say, I mean, I. And it should not, verify.
Yeah.
Meant to like a. So I thought that. Like, for example. There's like people over here now. But you go outside. There's an area. Like a lot of five.
Yes.
Yeah, we said that was the most favorite time.
Wow, when you come, okay.
There's.
Wow.
Which is kind of, I heard you say, you started.
So how do you guys get around, like you?
They. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, we just seen it there, actually, like,
yeah.
so she would take tax, yeah, it was just so.
And did you have any trouble?
I mean, I know some, there was a lot of, get around.
Oh, that's awesome.
But,
Yeah. Yeah.
my mom was away,
Yeah.
and she's maybe just like, it's a lot.
Did you feel good?
Yeah, I mean, it's just about.
I don't know, for some reason that was the one thing I had trouble.
Yeah, my mom had any trouble with that.
To me, it was my mom not with, I mean, yeah. But then I ran out with these.
Yeah, cause like, I think something super expensive to stay up in all this. Like, it's, wow. Oh, no.
I was not, it's just tasting so. Yeah. And it's all gonna say how we would, yeah.
And like, neighbors. That's so hard. It's all hard. See, I mean, I'm so sad. Because they were gonna. Yeah. I don't know.
They did this out.
Yeah. And there's a lot of. Yeah, there's just, yeah. But yeah, it's just so. It's like, people expect it, and they're. It just was like, it's a chicken spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never in office, so we had.
Y'all know it's been soft.
Yeah. We went there, we went to the Nancy.
Yeah, yeah. But you remember this from her.
Where's the water?
On her.
Your mom, no,
Those were, okay, yeah.
Let's see.
All
right.
Very
So after we do, we should get the seventh prayer, we should have. Thank you.
I mean, slideshow got, and I was walking out of them. Hey, where's the next one? No, you're.
And then you said.
Yes, it should be. It's incredible, it's just so. I never love. It's one of the real.
Not just those drugs. Sunday night. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She's a client. Confidentiality. The woman I told you about.
Yeah.
Am I still Jesse Thorpe in your phone?
Probably. No, my email, I think it's hard to hear.
Oh,
Depending on which email to respond to.
yeah. No, I was looking at the text. I mean, a lot of people didn't change it. I know Callie didn't. It's not a problem.
I know you are.
I don't mind. Nate went to Walgreens to pick up some pictures for me and I forgot to tell him that I didn't change my name on my account there because it was a pain in the butt. So it was like roads and they're like, there's nothing for roads. And he got really confused. And he texted me. It's like, oh, it's still under Thorpe. I didn't bother to change it. Same with our bills. Utility bills are still under Thorpe.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. We have a great treat this evening. We are going to hear from Rose Fuller, who has had two amazing experiences this year, one in Eastern Europe and one in Israel. And the experiences of tracing our history through some Holocaust sites and then experiencing the land of Israel with her mom, Melissa. And so we'll invite them both forward to light our Shabbat candles, and we'll find the blessing on page 2. Light the candle first. Hmm?
Baruch ta Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushani b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Here we go. Read this.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel, who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindled light.
Thank you. We turn together to page 10 and join in Hine Matov, how great it is to be together.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
And on page 12, we continue with Lechuna Ranana. Come, let us sing joyously to God.
Lechuneranina, 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 ladonai. Lechuneranina, 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 ladonai. Naria, naria, litzun, shenu, nekad, mapa, betoda. Naria, naria, litzun, shenu, Ismiro dairano, lechuneranina, 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 ladonai. Lechuneranina, 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 ladonai.
And on page 20, we continue with Lecha Dodi as we welcome our Shabbat bride.
Lecha Dodi Librat Kala Yalalai 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 Panei Shabbat Nekavela Lecha Dodi Librat Kala Yalalai 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 Panei Shabbat Nekavela Shamor v'lachor b'dibor echad Ishmianu el hamdufad Adonai echad Ushmo echad L'shem tiferet v'litzilah Lecha Dodi Librat Kala Yalalai 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 Panei Shabbat Nekavela לקראת שבת לכוון אלך, כי הנה כל ברכה. מראש מקדם סלוחה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם לשמחה בצורה. טוב אמוני עם סגולה, בואי פעלה, בואי פעלה. דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה.
Please be seated as we continue page 22. Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat, a psalm for Shabbat.
מזמור שיר יום השבת, טוב לפדות אדוני. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב לפדות אדוני. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. אמן יסוד במנהל, עלי היום בחינם. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב לפדות אדוני. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון.
Page 24, you join our words of welcome, our blessings for peace. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mima, Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu L'Shalom, HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mima, Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidkem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We turn to page 26 as we rise for Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkada Shmi Rabba.
Amen.
Yamadi Varachute Ve'amlich Malchute. Bechayekonu V'yamekon. Uchayeducho Beit Yisrael. Bagala Ubizman Karif Naru Amen Yehesh Mevorach Meyomaya Yitbar Yitbarach Vishtabach Yitbar Vishomam Vidaseh Tadar Vitale Vitala Shmini Kudisha
Baruchu.
Lamin Kobechata Veshirata Tushbechata Vinechemata Dani Ran Be'ama Binaru Amen.
And on page 28, we join in Baruchu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvara.
Baruch Adonai. Please be seated as we continue on page 30, Ma'ariv Aravim. Let's join together at the top of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, uvitfuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem b'rakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai Tzevaot Shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. Page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. As we rise together and we turn to page 34 and we join in Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated as we continue with Va'ahavta, page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol lavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol me'odecha ve'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך וברכתך בדרך ושופטך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו תותפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו עשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 39. Let's join together in the middle of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea, as we join in our song of freedom. Mi chamocha, page 40.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ratem hilot. Say, oh, say that.
Malchuta chara'u v'necha bokeh yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Elianu v'amru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, u'gelo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkinu Adonai, Shalom. There are days shomreinu mechayim.
Page 45. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. And we join in our prayer of Shamru, thanking God for the opportunities to celebrate Shabbat.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש שבת ויהי נפש שבת ויהי נפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Page 47. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. We rise together as we join on page 46. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אלוהים גומר חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם Bezrat Sarah, Atagi Bulam Adonai, Mikhael Kotara Berushia, Mashiach Kumarid Hagashem. מחוקק חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מלחמות בגבורות ומדמי לך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה בנאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללו סלה ברוך אתה אדוני הקדוש.
Please be seated as we continue on page 57. Rasei Adonai Eloheinu b'amcha Yisrael. Ever present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha v'yirah na'avod. Page 59. Let's join together at the very top of the page. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Page 61. Let's join at the very top of the page in our prayer for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Tasim Leolam Ki Atahu Melech Adon L'Kol Shalom L'Tov Adonai, Oseh Shalom.
We take some moments for silent prayer.
Yehuleratzon Imrefi Vehegion lipi Befanecha Adonai Zuri Egoali Egoali.
We turn together to page 253. And we think of all those in our lives who need a blessing and an extra energy of healing. And in our congregation, we especially mention Ross McCullough, Barbara Shapira, Marcia Koblitz, Eric Shabetta, Doug Botner, Louis Tenenbaum, Melanie Wood, Stephanie Willis, Irv Willis, Corinne Egan, Darlene Sharp, Jill Smokler, Harry Miller, Steve, John Myers, Robert Unger, Jordan Kozwetsky, Mary Ann Flatterly, Michael Kroner, Carol Ford, Elliot Goldman, Judy Goldman, Alan Zimmer, Eliana Waite, Vera Shervetsky, Berko Shervetsky, Sam Bauer, Kara George, Ben Hackshaw, KM, Manny Lowe, Sheila Ronis, Bruce McEwen, MM and RM, Ron Levin, Kendra Zaks, and Leah Tizra Bat Avraham Vasara. If you're joining us via live stream and you would like to add a name, please add the name into our chat. And if you are here in person, please add the name, any name you wish as I look around. We join together in our prayer for healing.
Mishebeira Avotenu Mekom Rakana Avotenu May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing and let us say, Amen. Imotenu mekol brachah Tenu, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Rose, come on forward. So Rose went through our Gesher program, did confirmation last year, and then over the summer had the opportunity to travel to Eastern Europe and visit some of the historic Holocaust sites. And then over winter break, went with her mom, Melissa, to Israel. So we're excited to hear of all your experiences, please.
Hi guys, if you don't know, my name's Rose. So on my Eastern Europe trip, we started in Germany, then went to Poland, Hungary, all the way to the Czech Republic. And we went to a lot of like different Holocaust memorials, like Germany, what's it called? Like, it's like, I don't know. It was a memorial. It was like different like heights of towers, kind of. It was in Germany. Anyway, we went to a lot of different memorials in different countries. We went to Auschwitz, Birkenau, yeah. And yeah, we went to Auschwitz for a whole day and then just looked around. Yeah, so we had a tour guide. So half of us like knew Hebrew because they're from Israel. Then half of us were from America. So there were two different guides. And we went through Auschwitz 1 and 2. And the first one was more just buildings with like the shoes and like different items that got left there from people from the Holocaust. Then the second part of Auschwitz was just like the actual part, like nothing was done to it. It was the train station. And yeah, they didn't really do much to it, but it was really interesting to see. I don't really know what else to say.
Well, and then, so,
Like
so
about
you're in Auschwitz, right? And this
Yeah.
was this incredible place that so many people died.
Yeah, it was really pretty. Like, which is so weird that it was so pretty. There was a rainbow happening during it. And it was just like so weird that it was so beautiful.
So you have this like beautiful, visually beautiful setting, and yet the place is perhaps the most evil place in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Where the most evil happened, where so many millions of people died. And it wasn't only that people died, but that it was this entire process of a factory designed to kill people, right?
Yeah.
So and they walked you through the different, like the sort of stages and the gas chambers and all that?
Yeah, we walked through a gas chamber, but it wasn't like the actual one. It was just rebuilt. But like they had like scratches on the wall, like and all of that. So it just seems so real.
Yeah. And I think, you know, what you feel when you're there, right, is this sense of presence
Yeah.
and the sense of history that you sort of carry with you, that you are the bearer of this experience, you know, that we've talked about a lot in your time at Temple, right? We
Yeah.
talked about Holocaust stuff. We went down to Washington. We experienced the Holocaust Museum. How is this different?
Like then the DC trip.
Mhm.
I mean, it just felt more real because it actually happened there. Like I could just imagine like the people that were there, like it could be my family. Like I looked through the book, I found like my last name because there's a huge book. And I just like imagine like my family, like that was them. And
Yeah, that had to be pretty
Yeah.
impactful.
and like we saw videos of little kids like playing on the playground and then they got sent to the gas chamber and that really got me.
And why do you think that? Because they were kids or because what was?
Yeah, I mean like we were all kids like that went on the trip and it's like this could be us.
Right, you could sort of see yourself in that same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a powerful moment to kind of be able to connect with people who died in that way.
Yeah.
You know, of this very powerful moment. And then you came back and had the first semester or whatever, and then you were off to Israel.
Yeah.
So what did you do in Israel?
So we started in Tel Aviv, which is like a very beachy area. So I went to the beach a few times. It was more just being the culture.
Beach?
Yeah. It was really, I like the beach a lot. I went surfing. And that was like more like just culture, like just, it was really cool seeing like how they interacted. The driving there is crazy. Like they just, it's insane. We were in a bus once and I thought I was gonna die. But yeah, it was just really interesting to see like how they like acted different than like people in America do.
So
And they're just all
talk
so,
about some of the differences.
they're just way more friendly, I feel like. Like once you meet them, they try to like you're like family kinda. Like, but then like obviously some of them were just yelling and stuff, but some of them like once you talk to them, they like feel like family. And then I went to Kermiel, which is where some of my friends live that I met in Europe and at summer camp. And that's like a smaller town, but it wasn't a very,
Carmiel is in the northern part of Israel,
Yeah.
sort of near Haifa. It's kind of almost like a bedroom community to Haifa. How'd you get there?
Oh, it was an adventure. So we started on a train, took a bus. We got a ticket because we didn't know we had to pay to get on the bus. It was a whole thing. And then I don't even know if we've paid it yet, and then we took a taxi
Wait.
and got
You
scammed.
you got a ticket?
We got
Like the
two
inspector
tickets.
came by?
We got two
Oh.
tickets on the trip. We didn't do the best with traveling. Yeah, they were not very friendly. They would just yell at you. But yeah, but traveling was pretty easy besides those 2 times. So that was
Good. And how did you meet the people that you were visiting?
What do you like, my friends?
Like, where did you meet them?
Oh, we went
So
to,
there's not too many Israelis running around Erie or Meadville.
oh, you mean like, okay, so I go to a Jewish summer camp called the JCC, which is called Emma Kaufman Camp, run through the JCC
Of Pittsburgh.
of Pittsburgh, which is in West Virginia. And it's just a
Which
summer.
makes sense, right?
Yeah, it's really weird because there's no Jewish people in West Virginia. But I met one of my friends there, and then I met my other 2 friends in Europe whenever they went on the trip, because I think 10 Israelis came on the trip with us.
So the trip to Eastern Europe, you had Israelis join the trip with you.
Yeah,
Got it. Because the trip was actually run out of camp, right?
yeah, we were supposed to go to Israel, so they're like, why not, let's bring some people from Israel to you so we can learn about their culture and like what's going on.
So what were some of the things you learned about Israeli teens, people your age?
I mean, they're just like us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really different, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're just like us.
Well, I mean, one of the differences, I think you're exactly right. They are just like you. They wear the same clothes. They are
Yeah.
goofy like you are. They have their Snapchats and Instagrams like you do.
Actually, people from Israel don't have Snapchat.
They don't have Snapchat?
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that you can get it, but anyway, but they've got Instagram and all the
Yeah.
other stuff anyway. And I think one of the significant differences is next year, what do you think you're gonna be doing?
I'm working at summer camp. Is that what you mean?
No, like next September, what might you be doing?
Oh, they're joining the military.
Ah,
Yeah. A lot of them are joining the military, but for most of them, it's like they want to, they're proud to join it. A few people are scared, but most of them like really want to join the IDF. Like it's something they're really proud to do.
so for those of you who are unaware, IDF service is compulsory for everybody when they graduate high school. So you graduate from high school, you owe at least minimum of 3 years of service. It's changing a little bit. The girls used to do 2 years and the boys 3 years. It's now pretty much 3 years for everybody, except it's really not, because it's usually more like 5 or 7, because most of the kids want to do more specialized things in the service. And so if you want to do something more specialized, elite combat units or pilots or snipers or air controllers or medics or any of those kinds of things, they give you great training, but they expect more time in. And so a lot of them spend a little bit more time than they typically would. And then after that 3 to 5 years, whatever, then they go on to university.
Yeah.
So while you will be at some campus, do you know where we're going yet? I know, but I mean,
I have some ideas, but
you have some ideas?
yeah.
Okay. So while you might be off to some campus somewhere in Erie, Pennsylvania, not further. Your mother paid me to say that.
Makes sense.
You'll be off to campus and they will be in a very different kind of a scenario. And you can imagine, what it might feel like to be faced with that kind of opportunity. They grow up, knowing that this is what they're doing, and they are, they've been accustomed to it, and they look forward to it.
Yep.
A lot of them, but it is still a scary experience.
Yeah, it is scary. A lot of my friends are scared of it. but
Mhm.
they're more proud than scared.
Good. So what else did you do?
We rode some camels.
You found a camel running on the side of the road? I mean,
There's actually some like in the just random places. There's one at the gas station. Like, they're just like random places.
those are tourist camels.
We didn't-
The ones
We didn't do those.
where you pay them $25 to sit, then they stand up and you take your picture and they sit back down.
We went to like a thing called Genesis Land, and it was like the whole Moses tour. Like, we rode a camel to Moses's tent and like made pita. It was touristy, but yeah.
That's like seriously over the edge touristy, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to Genesis Land.
We went to a few museums.
What about Jerusalem?
Jerusalem, we were only there for like 2 days,
Okay.
but we went to a market and like we got food, got a bunch of souvenirs. We went to the Western Wall and we went to the city of David, which is like these people,
Go ahead.
these Israeli, wait. Okay, so two like groups of people dug under a mountain to like find each other to get water. And we like walk through that area. I don't know the.
Right, so there's a water tunnel. So the city of David sits here, and a kilometer away, so a little over half a mile, is where the city's water source was. Well, in the ancient world, it's not a great idea to not have a water source in your town. Because what can happen if you have an invasion, right? The invading army comes around, circles your town. They can't get into the town maybe because there's walls, but what do you do without water?
You die.
You die. So what they did was King Hezekiah conceived this idea to dig a tunnel underneath the ground and connect the water to the city. So he started at both the site of the actual spring, it's called the Gihon Spring, and in the city of David, and had two teams digging simultaneously, and they would use kind of references and things like that to make sure that they were meeting up. And in this amazing feat of architecture, Sure. Sure. Like it meant, whatever. Okay. In an amazing dig, they met in the middle, and you can see as you walk through it, I don't know if you noticed, you can see where they had to dig a little, where they dug, and then they like came back and shifted and changed direction a little bit.
Yeah, it was
See
like,
that?
it was all over the place.
Yeah, so this was not something that was just straightforward. And it seemed to be, this amazing accomplishment. So then after they made the tunnel, they put huge slabs of stone on top of the spring so that invading armies couldn't get to the spring from on top. So you can now start at the Gihon Spring and walk your way in the tunnel and come out at the city of David. So what was the city of David?
Well, what we did was a tunnel, like with all the water, like we kind of swam through it. That was like,
Okay, so
that's
did
like,
you tour the city of David itself?
yeah.
Yeah, so that was King David's palace.
Oh yeah, we looked at that a little bit, but we didn't like tour it.
Okay, great. Anything else?
Oh yeah, we went to a lot of markets. In Tel Aviv, we went to this one called Carmel, which had a ton of different food, ton of souvenirs. And like, it was really crazy. A ton of people yelling at you to buy things from them. It was fun though. There's a few different markets we went to. Oh yeah, during Shabbat in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, you can't like, you can drive, but you can't like take any public transport anywhere. So like, you're kind of stuck until like the next day after
Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no transportation, so we just had to take taxis everywhere. Oh yeah. Tel Aviv, like on Shabbat mornings, there's like dancing and like there's like jump rope things. There's just a lot going on all the time in the morning at the beach.
Yeah, Tel Aviv is a very, very active, vital kind of a city. Lots and lots going on all the time.
Yeah.
Tons of places to engage with music and dance and art and culture and just it's really a very alive and thriving kind of a city.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, anything else?
I don't think so.
Hmm?
The Dead Sea.
Oh yeah, I went to the Dead Sea in Mazada one of the days on a tour.
You went to Masada.
Masada. Yeah.
Okay, great. And what was, did you hike up or did you take the cable car?
We took the cable car. That looked like a long
We-
walk,
You're weak.
but it was like really pretty.
So Masada is this a mountain fortress in which was the sort of one of the last strongholds against the Roman army. And they actually held out for 3 full years. On top, and when the Romans were just about to come in, the story is that they committed mass suicide.
Only
That's-
to women, right? Women and kids. Only to women and
Right,
kids.
two women and a couple of children were sort of hidden and survived and then told the story.
No, I mean like they didn't kill kids. I mean they didn't kill men, just kids and women. I might be wrong.
No, so what happened was
Oh.
each of the heads of household killed their wives and their children, and then they each drew lots and basically were drew lots as to who was going to kill whom, and then they sort of get up to the top, and the last person killed themselves. And we have found. Hmm?
Either. I don't know, that was really interesting.
It is, and it is a difficult story because if you actually look at sort of Jewish laws and things around this sort of material, you're not allowed to do this. This is not something that is in keeping with Jewish tradition, typically. The Jewish tradition says preserve life at all costs, and you're not allowed to just kill yourself because you're under some sort of threat. And you're not allowed to kill yourself because somebody's telling you that you'll be forced to not be Jewish anymore or something like that. That you're really not allowed to do that. So this stands as a kind of very unique experience in Jewish life. Yeah. Good. Okay. Well, we're glad that you went, and we're glad that we could help and support you along with at Temple and also with the JCC. And great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's turn together to page 282 as we rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, lateit gedula leyotzeh breshit, shelo sanu kegoyeh ha'aretzot, v'lo hasamanu kamishpechat ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומורדים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא שמיים ועושה ארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים עמו ושכינת זו בגובהי מרומים הוא אלוהינו אלוהינו אמת ברכנו את זולתו ככתוב בתורתו וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים עמו V'aretz, v'aretz, mitachatenu. V'nemar, v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth. Our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We are in the period of Shiva for Jan Mendel, and we are in the period of Shloshim for Carol Lukes Brody. And on this Shabbat, we observe Yahrzeit for Ruth Urschler, Jeffrey Gage, Rachel Harris, James Levi, Lena Levy, Abraham Rudolph, Henrietta Strauss, Frida Steinberg, Emily Bostwick, Jacob Goldstein, Daniel Nast, Esther Emmerman, J.H. Koch, Goldie Harris Sachs, Rebecca Greenbaum, Abraham Castleman, Rosa Scheit Kitchen, Jeanette N. Sanders, Shirley Friedman, Toby Joe Sherman. If you are joining us via live stream and you would like to add a name, please add the name into our chat. If you are here in person and would like to add a name, please do so. We rise together as we turn to the words of Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei kol v'yom echor, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'elam U'Larmeh Armaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramach v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kudsha B'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damirat v'yalma v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Please be seated as we welcome Fran forward to share some announcements. Then there isn't one for today. Yep.
Just wanted to first thank the rabbi and our beautiful cantor for the service tonight. It was wonderful as usual. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to read these to you. I may not go through the whole thing. Just remember, you can always look for yourself. They're all on the back, or contact the office. They're having a blood donation at First Alliance Church, actually this Monday from 9 to 1. So if you are willing to donate blood, please attend there. The office will be closed on Monday. The Book of Ruth Club is on Monday, January 26th. 7:30 to discuss Norwegian by Night by Derek Miller. There will be no Shabbat services the next two Saturdays, well, yes, tomorrow you're
Tomorrow,
gonna be here.
yes, but.
Yes,
next-
and the next two Saturdays, no Shabbat services on Saturday. The what? By the fruitful celebration, Tu B'Shvat.
Tu B'Shvat.
Oh, now I see the way I was reading. Tu B'Shvat. Celebration Oneg after services on February 6th. And that you do have to RSVP for. So if you just go online or if you have a problem, just call Bright. Shabbat morning services will be held at Birth Shalom on Saturday, February 7th at 10 a.m. No services here on that Saturday. There will be a Templehood movie night. I think we've had a few months off, Corlin. And now it's going to be on February 17th at 6:15. Most of you know where Erie Movie House is on West Lake Road. And it's going to, Guns and Moses. That should be an interesting movie. Movie starts promptly at 6:30. Talmud, Unlocking the Wisdom of Our Sages, will be taught by Rabbi Morey. It's starting February 25th at 8 p.m. Again, for more information, please visit the website. And keep an eye on the weekly email for several important save the dates. Check your weekly emails or our updates for more information. I know there's our spring fundraiser coming and Passover dinner coming and a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Let's turn together to page 356. Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, a song written actually in honor of the reunification of Jerusalem.
Avir harim tzaluk hayayin v'reach haranim nisa b'reach hayayin im kol pamonim u'tardemat ilan v'even shviya b'chalomah Asher Madan Yoshevet Uverim Yerushalayim Shel Zahav V'Shem Ani kino Yerushalayim Shel Zahav V'Shel Nechoshes Shalom Ani kino.
We turn back to page 5 as we join in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Peri Bafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kishanu mitzvot Tzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ava u'ratzon inchilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit kinu yom techila Rai kodesh zecher tzilat mitzrayim Kivanu v'harta Ve'otanu kidashta Mikol Ve'shabbat kodshecha Ve'ahava u'v'ratzon Inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikol Hashanah. Amen.
Chaim. I believe one of our Gesher, no? Julie? No, I think it's got cinnamon on it.
Oh.
Yep. One of our Gesher Chalot.
Wow.
Yeah, great.
Hamotzi lachem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful praise said. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.